today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Hill to return it. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the 4th rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big in 2021.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 56 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rise.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Or that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now. And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him? Right around 30. Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Well, CD, certainly plenty of storylines at the beginning of every new NFL season, but one that a lot of folks are going to be tuning in to see revolves around this defense. As our game features the first ever female defensive coordinator in the NFL, Alexandra Bishop. And from top to bottom, this is just a fantastic story. I absolutely agree with you on that one, partner, because she's a football lifer. Studied her father in Pennsylvania, and he was and is one of the great high school coaches in the country. Won a number of state championships, and she fell in love with the game through him. But the best part about all this, she's paid her dues, worked her way up from being a coaching intern to a position coach, and now she has the opportunity to run an NFL defense. And we in the league couldn't be happier for her. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Nothing our score after 1. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 24. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
This is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that way.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. So a 56-yard punt, they'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Colin Kaepernick has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they lead the visiting Minnesota Vikings at halftime. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 16, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game, and this one winds up again giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down Washington. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter of the season opener. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Eckler. And shutting through the tackle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Point after try forthcoming. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzpatrick.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A handoff, it's Eckler. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fitzpatrick now. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So, Charles, how impressed have you been by this defense? As we talked earlier, Alex Bishop may be on her way to a victory in her debut as defensive coordinator.
I don't think you can help but be impressed because I believe she's called a great game. Defense looks to be a cohesive unit, and the first thing you say when you see that, that's a byproduct of good coaching. She's doing a really nice job.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Sheds him off at the 45, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Pass complete, Thomas. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to the lock. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.